I love her to death. This is killing me, officer. We've been at a great marriage. All of a sudden, the last month, it just blew up.
Charles Vallow's concerns about his wife's twisted religious beliefs are what investigators believe led to a conspiracy to kill him. We're breaking down the evidence and the growing list of charges against Doomsday cult mom Lori Vallow right now. Good Tuesday morning, I'm Chanley Painter and you're watching Court TV Live. Today we are taking a deep dive into the newly released probable cause affidavit that helped secure an indictment against Lori Daybell in the murder of her fourth husband, Charles Vallow. Now, Lori Daybell is already facing charges in Idaho for the murders of her two children, JJ and Tylee, and conspiracy to commit murder of Chad Daybell's wife, Tammy. And just last week, a grand jury in Maricopa County, Arizona, also indicted Daybell for plotting to kill her then-husband Charles with the help, of course, of her brother Alex Cox. All of this comes as Lori Daybell has been ruled mentally unfit for trial in Idaho, with those charges on hold until a court determines her competency. Now that means that Daybell must understand the charges against her and be able to participate in her own defense. But Lori's mental issues are nothing new. It was her fourth husband, Charles Vallow, who first expressed concerns when it came to his wife's mental health. In fact, it was in January of 2019 when Charles was caught on body cam reporting Lori's strange behavior and bizarre religious ramblings that clearly made him fearful for his safety and the safety of the couple's children.
But she's lost her mind. I don't know how else to say it.
That's Charles Vallow, Lori Vallow Daybell's fourth husband.
She thinks she's a resurrected being and a god.
It's January 31st, 2019. He's called police to his home in Gilbert, Arizona.
So what's going on tonight?
He tells them he just returned from a business trip to find his truck missing from the airport. Their joint account is drained. He's locked out of his home and his kids aren't answering his calls. He blames it all on his wife.
Yesterday was a threat to kill me.
Okay. What did she say yesterday?
She said, "You're not Charles. I don't know who you are, what you did with Charles, but I can murder you now with my powers."
Less than 6 months later, Vallow was shot and killed by his estranged wife's brother, Alex Cox. Even more chilling in hindsight are Vallow's comments about the children.
So how does she pose a threat to your children?
I don't know what she's going to do with them.
Charles' sister hears the desperation in her brother's voice.
That's how he was, always well-spoken, always, he was
in control.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
he just didn't he handled situations and then he'd fall apart later.
I love her to death. This is killing me, officer.
Oh, I can understand.
Our 13th anniversary next month. We've been at a great marriage. All of a sudden, the last month, it just blew up.
Mm-hmm.
She just lost connection.
The couple married in Las Vegas in 2006, according to court records. They met through mutual friends in Texas, where they both lived. Vallow was born and raised in Lake Charles, Louisiana, a star athlete who went to college on a baseball scholarship. His obituary says he was drafted to play semi-pro baseball in Houston in 1977, then turned to a career in financial consulting. Vallow had 2 sons from another marriage. Then he and Lori adopted Joshua Jackson, or JJ, his sister Kay's autistic grandson. On January 31st, 2019, Vallow told police he tried to find Lori at JJ's school and ended up taking Lori's phone.
How did you get her phone?
Because it was in the car this morning when she pulled up to school. I took the keys out of her purse out so she couldn't leave. That's when I called you guys.
Okay.
Somehow she has a spare set of keys and left.
Little did Vallow know that on the same day, his wife went to police with her own complaint about him.
He's mad because I took the money out of our account, but it's a joint account, so he wants me to give him money.
This blurry video shows Lori's daughter, Tylee, next to her at the police station.
I caught him cheating, and I had evidence, and I told him about it, and he travels a lot for business, so I told him about it and told him not to come home, and that his stuff would be gone, and that his car would be gone, and all this. So he's a little mad.
It was not the first time Vallow faced allegations of infidelity. His ex-wife told Inside Edition that he was to blame for their short-lived marriage in the 1980s.
There were many affairs or many relationships, and maybe not even relationships, maybe just call them flings, that had happened since the time we were married.
Nevertheless, it was Charles Vallow who tried to end the marriage with Lori first. In a petition filed February 11, 2019, he repeats what he told police in January.
Her religious stuff has gone way off the deep end.
But Vallow was killed before the couple formally parted ways.
What happened today? How did it get to this?
He came at me with a bat. I just went back to the living room. I'm like, what is your problem?
With the gun again?
Yes. And I said, I want you to put that bat down. And he wouldn't do it. And he's like, and he came at me with the bat again after he'd already hit me in the head. So I shot him to stop him.
Okay, and then what happened?
That was it.
Vallow's loved ones aren't buying it.
If he took a bat and hit you with it, there'd be nothing left. You wouldn't be alive. And so that show that was put on that day of that gentleman sitting on the curb is absolutely a show.
Now, although Lori Daybell wasn't the one who fired the fatal shot that killed Charles Vallow, police believe there's enough evidence to show that she conspired with her brother Alex Cox to commit the murder. And a key piece of that evidence came in the form of a text message sent from Lori to Chad Daybell 8 days after Charles' death. Now, police believe Lori was updating Chad on her efforts to tap into Charles' death benefits. Here's what the text message reads. It says, quote, "So I talked to the insurance company. He changed it, in March. So it was probably Ned being that dark spirit that took over Charles Vallow's body, before we got rid of him. They can't tell me to who, of course, but it's done. I'll still get $4,000 a month from SS, or Social Security." This text may be new evidence for investigators, but for Charles Vallow's family, it's really what they expected all along. Let's listen to Charles' sister and brother-in-law and what they told Ted Rowlands about how they believe Charles' death was a murder for hire.
I want to go back to after Charles was shot and killed by Lori's brother. Did you believe that story?
Not at all.
That was the most story that I have ever heard in my life. Any person that knew Charles absolutely knew that was a setup. That was a absolute setup murder for hire, I say, because I still say that Alex done it, and I still say that Lori was going to compensate him out of the insurance proceeds. And there's no way. That was an absolute murder.
That was as black and white as can be. Charles told me that Lori was having these visions, and she was a god, and she was, she was a translated being, and he wasn't himself anymore, and she was gonna destroy him financially, and she was gonna murder him, and the angels would be there to dispose of the body and all this. So I knew all this. And so I knew he wasn't lying about it. Charles was a man of his word. Absolutely. He had integrity. And so if he told you something, you could believe it.